You?
Oh, nigga, when they got fly on me, okay. I see you.
You know I gotta bring the Spanish fly sometimes, man. We can do the
Yo, let
hood
me
shit.
ask you something, man. Did you
You
see the
started all
part?
this. You started all of this. I just want to let you know this.
Now, you started this 20 years ago when them niggas jumped you
They
and
started
cut
with
you.
me.
You've been riding them. You've been riding them since then.
No. What the problem is that they crossed the line on me back then. At the end of the day what happened. So, I just been a real individual and been in this situation that they put me in. So I've been with my back against the wall, and I've been really, as you see, what's going on behind the scenes now. I can get a little larger uh, perspective of what's been going on. And this is 2025. My shit happened 2002, 1. You know what I mean? So it was even more dangerous, and you have to be more gangster with it. And there's a lot of situations that I'm trying to tell you. I don't like to brag out here, but when I hear people talking about, oh yeah, he the one that's pussy. He go, just because I got sliced and all of this, and they don't really see the real shit that's been going on behind the scene. How these motherfuckers really had to move from New York because of my situation. They had to. So I chased that nigga out of New York. You don't want to give that up though, or say that. But if y'all want to hear the real story, that's what it is. That's how gangster the whole this kind of war has been, and it's been solid enough where they don't know, what I'm saying, the details and stuff. But y'all see how things get down, behind the scenes with
Right.
the phone calls that they're doing and the transcript you got. And how they keep my name still in their mouth to this
Right.
day.
They use you as an intimidating factor. You don't want to be kid. You don't want to be Cuban.
Yeah, I know. So it looks like I took the loss. Like I took the loss. The only reason I would take a loss is because y'all let them gas you. If he could gas people with that gas, that's far from the truth. As far as I took a loss that day. Yeah, I might have caused cars from a faggot, bitch ass nigga from behind me. You know what I'm saying? They had to do that to get me off that beluga. Had to do that because he was the one losing and lost. You know what I'm saying? He was the one that got the first shot to take at me, which he did. You know what I'm saying? He swung first at me when I'm trying to stop a fight. So, that whole scenario right there was misconstrued. And like I said, you let him tell it all these years. It's like, it's used as an example for the other artists that were in there. You know what I'm saying? And an example for the bigger audience too is like, yo, if he could do that to like his brother, imagine what he'd do to us. Like, you know what I'm saying? That type of fear factor. And to me, it's always been big shit. It's like, how y'all gonna let this nigga gas you with that, man? So I had to tell my story. When I told my story, it was sort of suppressed because of his power inside the industry. You know what I'm saying? So it was kept, my truth was kept, like, suppressed. And his was out there actually in the industry whispering in people's ear and taking credit for this. While the public, you know what I'm saying? Yet I got to touch the public and let people know it wasn't as big as his voice. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's been going on all these years.
How did you feel when you saw that call between Percy and Pete, and they talking about you hiding, they still trying to catch you, and like how did that make you feel?
I mean, first of all, once again, they keep lying, talking about I'm hiding. I've never been the hider type. I never, me, I'm a free spirit. I'm a Sagittarius. Let's just get to that. You know what I'm saying? On some zip the drip shit. Let's just get to that. You know what I'm saying? My whole who I am. I still be, going out to the clubs and shit, even though I'm not supposed to, but I still hang out with my people. I still like to have fun. I still treat people with the same socialism that I started with. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know the devil's try, the devil try to make me turn my character, who I was, by that happening to me, like be a little more like, oh, you know what I'm saying, like on some paranoid shit and not trust people. I still do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I still keep my godly spirit and who I am, my energy. You know what I'm saying? I still socialize. I still, be Cuban Link, the same Cuban Link who came in the game. A little more, of course, on point with more than mine. But as far as my bravado, who I am, how I walk these streets, they already know it. It's nothing but solid shit over here. So, of course, the enemy is going to downplay that and speak the opposite to others. So they could now start sending messages to others that I'm sweet. You could try me like that. You know what I'm saying? But I think I left my reputation out there so long that
Oh, you can get them to turn the music down.
yeah, close the door, man. Motherfucker. think that's what I have to do. It's a fucking party in the house. So, you know, how the fuck am I hiding? So
yeah, you look like you at a party right there.
yeah, so yeah, because you already got, you know, choke the joke, fucking choke no joke calls me up and tells me to go on this podcast. I got to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I appreciate it. Yo, so
when I heard that, because I heard it through you too. Like you read, you know, you was reading it out loud and I heard it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It definitely made me feel like it started making sense how some people that I talked to recently and even, you know, some affiliates that I had in the past, I see where it starts making sense. This is where it started at, as far as like, oh, he's hiding, you know, putting out these narratives on me. And for them to be really plotting on me, I already knew that was going on. Because, you know, it's what's goose for, you know, good for the goose is good for the gander. So it's the same way over here too. You know what I'm saying? But over here it's more on defense.
Right.
Defense. Like I wish that nigga would. You know what I'm saying? But did I know things like that was happening behind the scenes? Hell yeah, I knew that. I know how faggot niggas plot. You know what I'm saying? I know how they make it seem to each other. And there's a lot of them. It's what it is. It's a lot of them. So, you know, but, you know,
how you felt when you heard about the sexual stuff? Like, would you? I mean, I know y'all started the trenches.
No, start this. I didn't start anything. TA told us a story on live here. And all I did was, pedo. That's all I did.
So yo, did you see the part where he TA was having sex with a girl and Joe allegedly came in and started smacking him on the ass? Harder,
no.
Harder, TA, harder. You didn't see that part?
I didn't see that part, but now thank you for fucking up my mind right now. Damn. This nigga just fucked my hell head up right now with that one. But you know what?
No, nigga, that one ain't nothing.
No, but I believe it. I don't want to throw people under the bus, but you know, right now I'm on my Cuban revolution. So
yeah,
I blow spots like little sisters. So listen, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. But I seen that type of behavior before from Joe when we was running trees. Remember, the trees didn't start with TA. It was already.
No, that's what I was telling. That started back with the real Terror Squad.
Now, I wasn't there after 2001, but I know just like the Diddy things. I know I used to go to the Diddy parties. I went to a couple of them. Beautiful, elegant, extravagant. I never went to parties like that so beautiful. No crazy shit, no baby oil things that I ever saw. It was nothing but beautiful things. But as time went on, and I stopped going, you know, after 2005 and shit like that, then you see these allegations that came up with, you know, niggas is fucking doing, you know, number figures in the back rooms with S&M masters and fucking apples in their mouth. And they look like Pulp Fiction, you know, scenes. So I wasn't there for that, but I could see the graduations, how the extravagant parties just went from sexy to sexual to fucking dark web. You know what I mean? So now it's like go crazy. So this is the same behavior. We started with like, you know, the little kids with 1, 2, you know, one girl, 2 dudes, and then, you know, turned to the, you know, the whole 10 dudes, you know what I'm saying, with 5 girls, to, you know, doing real porn flicks type shit. You know what I'm saying? Moms and daughters and sisters and shit. I was around for that shit, even all over age though. But it was getting to like the demon devilish part after a while. And when you keep doing certain things like that, it goes there. It goes there because you keep pushing the envelope, keep pushing the bar. Because, you know, whether it's your satisfaction or your mental shit, get used to something, just like your body gets used to, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever medicine you keep taking, it doesn't work no more. You got to get up the dosage. It's like that. It's like, you know what I'm saying, the Trish is turning to, you know, in this case, is a fucking pale whale beluga there, want to be the director like Diddy, but now he wants to get involved by slapping ass cheeks and you know, start directing the films. You know,
it's another one where TA talk about how Joe was had this girl riding him, and he told TA to come hit her from the back. And TA started hitting her in the Duke shoot, and then whatever, and then these niggas' nuts was touching.
Oh, damn, the nut touches. Oh wow, yeah, no, that was something me personally, I always was afraid. That's why I didn't do it too much as far as the trades, because it's like, what I'm saying, like you could go in the front, the back, as far as like the dude, what I'm saying, get a blowjob when niggas banging it. All right, cool, whatever. What I'm saying? But when you start doing the whole, you know, the butt, same position, and y'all gotta go like this, and then what I'm saying, y'all niggas is doing the fucking that toy that goes like that with the ball.
Right.
I forgot but the fucking toy was. But
Bangers.
that's what
Bangers.
them bangers, when the balls start banging each other, that's when you cross the line. And there's a line there. There's a line in your asshole that is a line. You don't cross that line. And that's what happened. They went to the dark. They went to the Hershey Highway side. And it was fucking chocolate all over them rooms then after that.
Yo, I mean, I don't mean to laugh because it's crazy, but the way he's saying it, like, man, like,
you know what I'm talking about. You ran trains in your life. I'm sure you ran trains in your life.
no,
You had two girls, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, it was two girls and you, or you had
definitely
two dudes, maybe 2 or 3 of your friends and shit, and you got like 6 bitches.
Oh, the women, yeah.
You always got more. The ratio is always more women than dudes. Right. Sometimes, I mean,
but niggas, like,
I ain't gonna lie, me and Pun ran train on the chick, you know what I'm saying? We did that. You know what I'm saying? But it was me and my man. Like, we got into that, or just on homie shit. Like, oh shit, yo, this is crazy. Like, when we started, because it was like, girls is just, what I'm saying, attracted to us. So, but it was never no strategized shit. It was a spur of the moment shit. The girl wanted to be down with that. She down with that. But it was nothing that we strategized and look forward to doing all the time like that,
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. I still not done like going through this. Like even this last page right here. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Yeah, this is serious stuff, man. It was serious. I thought it was gonna be just a civil suit.
Me too.
Tia was just gonna get his bread because I believe definitely Joe owe him millions. You know what I'm saying? Hundreds of thousands, if not millions. That motherfucker owes me like fucking billions. We put it to the test. But I never sued him. But I'm actually I was rooting for I'm still rooting for TA to get his money back. There's nothing wrong with that. And
yeah, he should. Do you think
the whole thing about this? But they forget that Joe was the first one who tried to sue him to keep him shut. Remember? So, So those are
he opened the door for this whole thing.
Yeah. So I hear people talking about the TA snitching and all that. What are you talking about? I know I made a blog when I seen Joe sue somebody for the first time out loud. Like I thought that was disgusting. Not gangster. That was snitching. That was some bitch ass shit to do. You from the hood. I didn't fucking go and sue you. Now you're gonna go sue TA. So I was talking about that. Now TA sues him back. And people got a problem with that. Now you crazy. Y'all crazy.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. It's like
TA doing the right thing, man.
Nah, he did. He is, and and now it's kind of like if one of us went and slapped Jimmy Iovine or Leo, they gonna lock you up. They ain't gonna know no street shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Jimmy Iovine and them sue you for money. It's just it's a suit. You got to get your money. So what's all this extra shit? Because what I'm saying, it's TA. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I believe everything he says, man. I'm telling you, I was there. Between 93 and 2001, I was there. That's 8 years. TA was there from 2005 to 2016.
A long time.
That's a long time, man. So I'm just saying, I could relate. I could see when he speaks. I could visualize shit because I know that fat beluga doesn't change. I know his whole structure too. I know the whole blueprint to that. I know the linguaje. So the keepers, when they was running trees, they tried out blonding. Like, the keeper was in, metiendo mano. And that's a problem. See, I could talk that TS language too. So when you was reading out the paperwork and you got to certain parts, I was like, oh shit, you didn't know what the words meant. But I did.
Right.
I did. I know the TS language, so you know what I'm saying? So the darn is disgusting, is what I'm trying to tell you. The darn.
You know this guy here?
The Epstein files come out, then they go after an entertainer. I mean, immediately.
Listen what he says.
He looks familiar, but not from a personal standpoint. He looks like he's been in the media.
Listen to what he say about Fat Joe. Tell me if you agree with him.
It cracks me up that every single time the Epstein files come out, then they go after an entertainer. I mean, immediately to switch up the narrative. I mean, Fat Joe, $20 million lawsuit with what they're accusing Fat Joe of. I mean, if anybody knows Fat Joe, you know that this is ridiculous. I mean, Joey is like a 9-to-5 rapper. That's what I would call him. Is
Yes. Captain's favorite Joes is out there. The Captain's favorite Joes are out there, boy. I see them. I hear them. I'm like this. Oh my God, look, it's breaking their heart that their little fucking giant beluga is getting sued. Oh Lord.
Right. Wait, hold on. Let him finish. Yeah, that's how bullshit it is what he's saying. You ain't even let him finish.
Yo, these dudes, it's like they got banged out by Joe already. They've been beluga-fied. Yeah.
I mean, immediately to switch up the narrative. I mean,
he looked like a pedo himself, this fucking dude.
A lawsuit with what they're accusing Fat Joe of. I mean, if anybody knows
anybody.
I mean, Joey is like a 9-to-5 rapper. That's what I would call him. Is he shows up, he does the job, he leaves. He doesn't go party. I've never seen him at any industry event outside of like, you know, the Source Awards or the Grammys or something. He sits in his seat. Then he goes on any part of drama. You know, Joey is always the guy who comes in and helps solve the drama. You know,
this motherfucker. Yo, that's the guy. I can't even stand to hear people like that. Yo, I can't stand people like that. I can't. Yo, these dudes will put their life like this, like lay on top just for this fat, disgusting, criminal beluga. And I'm like, yo, what? It's not that much brainwashing in the world. It's like there's no way, right? But this is how he gets away. He gets away with crime, and they're all in bed with him getting a profit somehow. You got to understand that this is a business. This is a business, and those are PR workers. That they out there.
Yes, that's what I said. This thing is there for damage control.
Yeah, that's what they do. They got teams for that you can hire. They do. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fucking honor and the integrity of a man right there to see that when you know the truth. Like I know the truth about that beluga. You know what I'm saying? Right. I know DA knows the truth. People who hung around Joe, like he said, we know what he's doing.
Right.
I know exactly what that dude is doing. That's why it bothers me that he could get away with it acting like that in front of people, and maybe some of them get caught. I feel like so mad that I can't let that happen because it's like, hey, yo, I wish I was in front of him. Like I could Q&A him. I could tell him certain things and let him see if he answers is the way, say the real way Fat Joe would answer.
Yeah.
And get to the real truth instead of keep, the blindfolds on the public.
Yo, what you call it? You think this is gonna go criminal?
I don't wish for that for nobody, but if they deserve it, especially the pedophilia shit, that topic, if he did that, put that beluga in cuffs. Fuck that. If he did that, certain things like that, rape and things like that, pedophilia, to me, and like the old school, how we dealt with them. Listen, man. It's not no snitching. You can never say you snitch. That the snitching shouldn't even apply to this. If you take advantage of little kids and all of that, let the law handle it. Because if we handle him, he gets caught, he's gonna die. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the old school rules went. You know what I'm saying? If he's that type of individual, do I think he's a sick individual like that? Or he's, preys on little kids? I don't think so. I give him the benefit of that. Do I think he made a mistake? Fell in love because the beluga is a AAA. Remember, AAA. I'll tell you that AAA. JB, the other guy that he mentions in a complaint is his name JB, right?
Yeah.
That's extra. That's like one. I don't know what's lower than AAA batteries as far as size, because that's Fat Joe, AAA. I always call him that because, like I told you, we ran trips together. So JB, that nigga's mosquito nuts, for real mosquito nuts. So I'm trying to tell you, these guys got a problem with that down there. So you know, they feel, you know, when the women give them love, this is your fault, all your fucking fault. That's why you're laughing, you fucking choke, no joke. So listen, so what I'm saying is that
that's why I didn't want to bring your ass on here. Because you're a fucking fool with AAA battery.
I'm not playing though. I be playing, but I'm not playing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have a problem with that, and he's overly sexually active. These little dudes with mosquito dicks, they go crazy when they're around chicks, and they want to be the top dogs. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they keep the you know, the Asiatics, you know, blah 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 blah, scalons with the African kings around. You know what I'm saying? The Cuban kings, the African kings, they're all around them, so they go get the girls with the, you know what I'm saying, with the real ones, and they come out with the implants, the little mosquito, you know what I'm saying, the Viagra pills, and that's when they come out with the, you know, the pumps and the rumps, like Hammer, pumps and the rumps. But I'm saying, listen, I know how you could have made a mistake, but after 3, you got 3 young, 15, 16.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like maybe 1, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you fell in love with her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You fell in love with her. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you was always ready to lose your relationship with her, and you know it happened for real. You fell in love. You're not supposed to even did that. That's some fucking Buddy Riley shit. When I've been with his cousin, he fucking married cousin 15. You know, R. Kelly with Aaliyah type shit. You know what I'm saying? But they got married and stuff like that. But you know, this fat dude probably got, you know what I'm saying, swept off his feet. I'll give him that if it was one time. But if you got 3, man, you got to strike out. And I think if you're guilty of that, you get everything that the court or whatever, you know what I'm saying, the punishment is. You deserve it.
Yeah, I'm trying to
What else, man? Because I read it's 150.
Right,
it's 150 things in there that I don't know. I read like.
Look at this one right here. Right? It said on occasion, the plaintiff was forced to have a threesome with Fat Joe and a female fan. The TA rejected the demand by pretending to be ill. Fat Joe disregarded TA's complaint and yelled at him to pull his ding ding out. The plaintiff obliged. The woman consented as she was straddling Fat Joe, and TA began anally penetrating her. Fat Joe was very excited, screamed about how long he waited to do it. While Fat Joe was outwardly bragging, TA felt sick as his genitals inadvertently as his genitals inadvertently brushed against Fat Joe's.
Damn, but this is worse. This is snuff film right here. This is snuff film productions.
He said, right. So while Fat Joe was outwardly bragging,
you gotta understand, he got the Chuck Norris chest too, Fat Joe. I don't know if he shaves it. You know, when you shave your hair, your chest, you know, shit comes back crazy, fucking buffalo for real. So he had the Chuck Norris when I was around. I can imagine now. You know what I'm saying? So this is a disgusting fucking Simba, the Lion fucking King, for real, with the crest on his chest. Incredible.
Right. Now check, he said, while Fat Joe was outwardly bragging, TA felt sick as his genitals inadvertently brushed against Fat Joe's. Inadvertently brushed against Fat Joe's. At another point during this interaction, Fat Joe began shouting TA's name. TA.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, but you know, there was one dude that was the first TA, you know that. I ain't gonna say his name yet.
Right.
He should know. I'm gonna play fucking trivia with you because I know you know. Yeah, he used to be that type of individual like TA. You know what I'm saying? Where the performances, he was like a porno flick dude. Used to bang him out with like Timberlands on and a hat backwards. And we used to be, he used to be make movies and shit with like the crew. We used to be like, oh shit. We used to be, some, young kid shit, you know what I'm saying, going wild, Latinos. It was like Latinos going wild. You know what I'm saying? So you can imagine a bunch of, Spanish dudes and even some black dudes down there going wild from the hood. And we got pussy like wound up just to come see us. And we used to do shit like that on some fun shit. All over age. Let me state that again. And it wasn't fun. It was memories that we got. But Booby, if you're watching Booby, somebody took your spot. So TA was the new Booby. Oh my God.
Yeah. All right. So he said,
but this is only Fat Joe in the room now.
Yeah, this is just him and Fat Joe.
Oh, see, this is where this is where I know. See, this is when the threshold went further, because when we was with like Booby and stuff like that, and we're doing a thing, it was the crew there, and it was done in fun ways, like cheering them on, or some team, like we played a fucking game or something. But now it's just the intimate part with TA and the fucking beluga whale that's sitting on a corner, just jerking his balls off, looking at him, cheering him on by himself with pom poms. And fucking
check it out. It says
leather drawers on. All right, yeah. I'm just trying to get a visual.
It said leather drawers on. And she squirted on me, TA. When it was over, Fat Joe left the female on the bed, pulled out his phone, and began recording TA's penis without his consent.
Recording? He was recording him?
Recording his dick.
Who, Joe?
Yeah.
Joe was recording his
allegedly.
Or Booby.
Allegedly.
I'm for TA's dick.
Yeah.
See, he was following the Diddy things. That's the things I heard with Diddy. Like he went into these sex rooms with these sex workers, and he would tell them what to do from a distance. But he wasn't recording.
But then, this is all alleged. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is what's in the lawsuit.
I don't think TA's a liar, though. TA's not a liar. It don't strike to me like a lie to me. He embellished little things, maybe like saying 4,000. He forced me for 4,000, shit like that. I'm like, did he really force you? You know what I mean? Or maybe he caught you with a couple of, you know what I'm saying? Maybe whatever. I mean, you do get ass on the road like that. I ain't gonna lie. So 4,000 could be one.
Chamberlain said he fucked like 1 million chicks when he in his prime. Remember?
No, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I know what I'm saying. So.
Right.
I believe 4,000 in 1 year. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. In 1 year, if you go on tour and you stay on tour the whole year, yes, 100%. I believe that.
Yeah. So he said on another occasion at the concert overseas, Fat Joe called TA to his hotel room, and he forced TA to have an orgy with an extra female that was in his room. As TA was performing sex acts with the female, Fat Joe stopped having sex with his female, stood up and started masturbating. While he was masturbating, Fat Joe started spanking TA on his buttocks while screaming, "Harder, TA, harder."
He thought he was in a softball game and he went crazy. Like TA hit a home run and he's smacking the ass. Oh Lord Jesus, this guy. Yeah, this is thicker than Puffies. This is the Joey Piggy. Piggy Joey fucking bank right here, because this is disgusting. And I believe him. I could picture, because I remember how excited he used to get. He's like a little kid. Like, and he turns into that. No, for real. I could see him, man. Listen, man, he fucked my mind up too, man. I should be suing for fucking mental anguish too. Somewhere.
That's part of TA lawsuit.
I should be busting that dirty ass. I seen him do, you know what I'm saying, disgusting things, and but I'm a team player, so we used to they used to clap for us to do it. We used to clap around for him, so he was part of the team. So you know what I'm saying. That's why I charged into the game, and it was fun. It was dope memories. I'm sure the ladies enjoyed it too. It was never against nobody's will. It was done in fun. But I see how that. Remember, that's 2000. That's 99, 98, 97.
Yeah.
This is after, like, TA, I think they took it up on another level. Yeah, they took it up another level.
I mean, now, niggas is in that weirdo group hanging with the Diddies and all these dudes. They play a different game.
Yeah, and his wife, Lorena, she's a swinger. They've been swingers. Like him and Joe. I mean, her and Joe. Been like the relationship been a swinging relationship. Like she brings the girls from the strip club to him, and they bang out. So he's used to that type of atmosphere.
Right.
Like in that world, they do that thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why you hear rumors of, you know what I'm saying, her sliding out, doing things with other girls, and you know what I'm saying, Benzino banging out and Jada Kiss. Those are rumors, but you know what I'm saying.
Jada Kiss too.
I heard Jada too. Yeah, in the streets. I heard. That's why I found it funny that Jada and
they ain't doing the show with him.
The Kiss and Crack show. Yeah, Kiss and Crack. Yeah. I mean, I heard that. I don't mean it's true. There's rumors. I'm not too much of a guy.
Oh yeah, well, all right.
I
Well,
that's
through
the years though. It was
right.
Benzino and it was Jada that supposedly she could go, you know, slide off with. I don't know how true it is. You know, I'm just saying. But yeah. But I'm just trying to say that that whole circle with them, as far as the nuclear family, they allow that type of action. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I got.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, it's all alleged, but when you look at like Diddy's situation, if you didn't see the Cassie thing, you wouldn't think that Diddy was letting dudes bang Cassie.
Yeah, it seems peculiar to me. But once you go, you open that door, that swinging door when you have relationships. Baby mama's getting banged out with you and your friend, and then she bringing somebody else into the bedroom. That opens up the door for all that type of sinistry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It opens it up like that. So, like I said, you get tired of just regular shit. You start with two, another one. You just one girl. She brings you a girl, then she brings you two. The next, you know what I'm saying? She brings another dude that wants to. He's gonna show you how to be a real porn star and show you moves. And then it starts like that. And the transmissions come along. Girls, you know, half fucking amazing girls. You know what I'm saying? So you in there doing a whole, you know what I'm saying? You turn into a mechanic in there with your girl. And then you fucking probably putting butt plugs up your ass. And that's how it goes. It goes crazy. Y'all niggas don't respect sex no more. Next thing you know, yeah, you know, the shit is Caligula again.
Yeah, because remember Gene said he used to go shopping with Diddy for butt plugs and dildos and stuff.
Yeah, but nobody, no dude came out and said Diddy really, like, you know, penetrated him and they had a relationship. Nobody said that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of girls that was in love with him though. I hear a lot of girls are in love with him. They're doing a lot of crazy shit for Diddy. The girls. You know, the dudes look like they're in
love with that nigga money, nigga.
Nah, but they love his world. Remember, he presents them a world.
Yeah, and then if he give you a shopping spree for $100 grand and take you there,
comes with the money, but he designs that. He designed that world for the show off. You know, so he knows he's in control of it. He's in control of showing that. You know what I'm saying? Doing these mystical things that they love. They love the lifestyle, his lifestyle. They do.
Yeah. All right. Well, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna let you get back to the party. It's Saturday.
All right, bro. You already know.
And I don't want you to say too much more because you know they watching. They probably be like, "Oh yeah."
Wait, okay. let me go on my underground bunker because you know Pete and fucking the rich baloney player. They're looking for me, so let me hide. Let me go back into my bunker. You know, so nobody can find me because you know I'm so scared of the fucking TX, the fucking tattletellers. But anyway, listen, nothing but love for you, all right? And
hey man, bro, appreciate it.
Keep doing your shit. Be easy on Gene. Stop being fucking so hard. I told you, he's a good guy. Stop.
Fuck Gene, nigga.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck your man, Gene, nigga.
All right, well, bro. You be good.
One. Anyway, choke no joke. Y'all already know. Shout out to my man Cuban. Shout out to my man TA the legend. You know, these are all allegations until proven in court. You know what I'm saying? So nobody's saying that anything is factual. Nobody's doubting what TA is saying. But until it hits the court and, you know, this case is over, then we could say what's real and what's not. You know what I'm saying? But I think this is not going to end unless Fat Joe and TA, you know, come to some type of agreement and make this thing go away. It's going to get worse for Joe because Joe sued him first for defamation. And this dude came with a gang of receipts. And the last thing Joe wants to do is have him bring them girls to the table. You know, and if they got phone calls recorded with the girls that he alleged that he was messing with when they was underage, and he got those phone calls, then you know that he's talking to them. And the last thing Joe needs is these motherfucking girls showing up in the deposition saying, yeah, because then they're going to start wanting to get paid too. And that's what's going to happen. But man. But like I said, y'all, these are all allegations, but this is just the beginning of they court trials and tribulation. So where it go from here, it depends on how Joe responds to this lawsuit. And if they don't get into some type of mediation and make this go away like Cassie and Diddy did, it'll be way too late. And it'll bring, because if he bring them girls to court, it's over. I mean, over. It's definitely going to turn criminal. It's definitely going to turn criminal. And I don't think he need that in his life, especially when he got his own kids and family. But time will come and we will see. But the Tunnel documentary is out right now. It's called The Hip Hop Nucleus. Shout out to Fredro. I see he already wrapped shooting his pilot. For all y'all that thought it was a movie, if it was a movie, the nigga wouldn't have shot it in 3 days. Okay? It's not a movie. All right? But if you want to see the real Tunnel, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, Cluster Stash Movies on YouTube, Tubi. All right? Here's the extended trailer. Y'all know what it is. And make sure y'all get my new album out now. Learn from Mistakes 2. Lead the Streets. All right? Choke No Joke moderator, his squad, thank you. Subscribers, thank you. My membership gang, thank you. All the newcomers, hit the like before you go. And if you're new and you enjoyed it, please subscribe to the channel, all right? Choke No Joke, you already know, man. Peace to TA the legend, all right? One.
Choke No Joke, yeah. It's Choke No Joke. Let's go. Choke No Joke, chicken choke no joke. Choke no joke, niggas choke no joke.
What up, y'all? It's Arthur D. Austin, better known as Choke No Joke. We out here at the legendary Tunnel nightclub, or at least where it used to be. Everybody asked me what's the Tunnel. The Tunnel was a nightclub that was owned in the 90s here by Peter Gatien. In 94, Stress Entertainment started a party called Mecca. In 96, Franchise Entertainment took it over and they had it until it closed. All the biggest names in hip hop perform here, from Jay-Z, Meth and Red, Dr. Dre, Snoop, Nas, Puff Daddy and the Family, Eve, you name it, they was all here. If you had heart, you came here. But everybody didn't have heart. So it's time for y'all to enter the club most people feared to enter, the Tunnel.
The Tunnel wasn't a unique hip-hop club, and its foundations were based on the concept of bringing hip-hop from all the boroughs to one location. And it was the brainchild of Peter Gatien. My name is Sterling Cox. I was the head of security.
Alpha Grinion, Brooklyn, New York.
My name is V.
House.
Sincere from Brooklyn.
Glenn Beck. Jumping Lee, whatever Lee you want to call me.
Omega.
Ray Mack.
Diamond.
Craig.
Candy.
Big Box. Big Country.
Ramona Diaz.
Big Petta. Big CB.
John Bass Raleigh.
Sean Brophy, sound engineer.
DJ Johnny Walker Red.
MC Frank Jigger, the celebrity's choice.
Choke No Joke, legendary videographer.
Supreme Bigger Figure. Big Cap. The Warden.
Big G, AKA the ringleader.
The tunnel was the hip-hop nucleus. It was the epicenter. It was the domain, the temple.
It was the Mecca.
It was like the hip-hop Woodstock.
Nothing was that melting pot of hip-hop.
They kept the paradigm going.
It's almost like what Rucker did for like street basketball. The tunnel was that of music industry.
Hip-hop had a heart. That shit was one of the main arteries.
It was actually a Mecca. That's what the original name of the party was, Mecca.
It was like a time machine. That's how the tunnel was. You came out a whole different individual.
We went in there, young men with attitudes, and came out there wiser men with our lives.
It was definitely a starting beginning spot for artists to come and mingle and branch out and get your record heard and get your shit together, really, to go into the next phase of your career.
The tunnel was not open or did not open. A lot of new artists or a lot of artists that we know now, to this very day, will have never been known.
All these artists out today need to be happy that the tunnel was fucking open. Nobody would hear none of y'all singing tight pants niggas right now. The tunnel was a platform for niggas like Jay and Puff, Wu and Mob and DMX and Rough Riders. Niggas don't respect these niggas today, man. You need to realize, man, without them niggas, man, and their platform, it made a lot of moves for niggas today.
It happened there, it made it relevant.
Became a pillar of hip hop.
The tunnel is the nucleus of hip hop. And I'll say all the way down south, because when the tunnel was open, wasn't too much going on down that motherfucker. Y'all can say what y'all want, peace to the south, but New York made the shit pop. New York was where it's at. The tunnel in New York is where you needed to be to pop.
The tunnel was definitely a hip-hop nucleus, yo. It was just like the galaxy, it bring other planets in. You have people from France, Germany, London, everywhere. If they came to New York, they had to go to the tunnel.
Hi, Premier, I come here to meet you, and I'm going to all the place. I'm going to the Bronx, to Sedgwick Avenue, with Cool Hook, do the party, and Cedar, and then I'm going to the tunnel.
It was our barometer for, how we were really gauging records, and we were really, studying the behavior of the consumer.
And it ain't just like how they do it now. You could just throw a record out and, wait 8 weeks, 10 weeks, whatever, for the shit to bubble. Niggas was putting them records on to see if them shits get that reaction. And if the shit was popping, niggas would fast track it. If it wasn't, niggas would go back to the drawing board.
Absolutely. It's the definition of hip hop nucleus. Everything was there.
Everything that surrounded hip hop, from fashion to music, hairstyles.
Like, it encompassed every part of the hip hop experience, and they put it all in one building on a Sunday night.
If you go as far back to little hole in the walls and little centers where people start elaborating, playing the sounds and displaying the culture, to within later on you have places that was up in Harlem, like Harlem World, up in the Bronx called T Connection, just using them as an example of many other places all throughout the city. And then years later, here come places like Union Square and Latin Quarters. The last of the Mohegans of for real hip hop had became the tunnel.
Tunnel was definitely a hip hop nucleus. It really was. And you gotta say, believe it or not, the wagon master was a one-eyed white guy from Canada, Peter Gatesha.
Nothing will ever be like this.
Choke no joke. You already know. Y'all know I love that cooch. You know what this is. I love that cooch. Yeah. It's an A thing. Clean cooch. Let's go. Yo, what's up? My nuts when I wake up. Got more than wood and I just bust one. In mahogany, I'm Ron Isley. Between the sheets, and she want to ski. And just shout with me with what I thought was pee. She rolled the D, her water broke B. Not pregnant, but baptized me. I'm down for more love, but change the sheet. She said, please, I want more. Next thing I know, mattress dripping the floor from her juices. Oral had me stoned, had a Corinne and Medusa in one. And when I look in her eyes, between her thighs, I tell you no lie, ain't shit won't buy. I rob and take it, for me to taste it. Red Lobster, pussy, biscuit, freshly baked. Eat that coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. I eat her coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her.
Check it out. Choke no joke. Learn from mistakes. DJ S&S the great. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. Best day of my life, no sleep all night. Broke day for weeks, my cash was right. My capo tight, take our loot, unite. 23-hour shifts had us elude like Mike. Cash lovely, yeah, Dougie. How could this day get so ugly? Wifey bout to pop like some bubbly. Yo, doodles now most, don't really bug me. Felt like a star, cop first car. Get up with the guard, what it is, baby paw. Hip out the cop a van, get up with our mans. Before we reached our low spot, toast blam. Unaware what happened, discussing the clapping. It wasn't loud, ain't shit gonna happen. Me being stupid instead of getting they moving. This nigga kept chefing like the woo one. Then we heard a knock, no one knew of this spot. 6 niggas in the spot, 6 niggas not. Ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. I'm in the precinct all damn even. This good cop, bad cop shit got me steaming. No, I was caught, I ain't give a fuck. Had jokes like the usual suspects line up. Book times up, came back fuck. Shirt wrinkled up, my pigs roughed me up. Time's up, heard them clink of the cuffs. Niggas was so deep they had to call on the bus. Everybody that checks outside waiting on us like ghetto celebs. Ourselves ain't plush. 5 in the book and gave a whooping. He never forget, they gotta be split. Up in the courtroom, they cause it ruckus. Everybody in the jacks waiting on us. Try to bail us out, that thought got thrown out. Bill one so high, I couldn't bear half a nigga out. Copped out, that's what first fell in the bow. Back on the bus, Rikers the row. Wifey in the courtroom crying out. We love y'all with tears running in their mouth. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. Choke no joke. Jack Brown. Yeah now.
Choke no joke. Jack Brown. Yeah. This what ATL in New York sound like. Let's go. Y'all hating ass niggas, I see y'all.
Choke get busy, that's why I got the crown. Hate in the air, you clowns, I see the envy that you breed, jealousy. What you need is your own damn hustle. Stop worrying about mine. Nigga, I'm poppin' cause I put in time. Came out modeling, camera in hand. Still get busy with the mic in hand. Streets pulled out, niggas got sprayed. Niggas turn on you when they see you get paid. The intimidation in your face. Where's the love? What's taking place? You want my gold and my ducats. Cause my money overflowing out of buckets. Shot him in public, made people holler. Scar on his face for the money and the power. I'm the choker. Choker. The truth in the industry made me the choker. 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 The truth in the industry made me the game had me fooled, got in, was young. Thought talent made you rich, damn was dumb. More to make, cake from crumbs. You gotta be sweet, G or native tongue. My heartbeat went into overload. When Larry tried to turn me into a mole, told me show my curly to the CEO. I didn't think it's funny, so his jaw hit the floor and grabbed that chair that broke his back. Then realized that's a hate attack. Harassment comes assault, you in the maze. No way out, like Puff and Mace. Touch me, tease me, I catch a case. Nigga, you ain't straight as your poker face. Father law God, in that game I fold. This sun don't tick, demon time don't hold. I'm the choker.
The truth in the industry made me the choker. 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 The truth in the industry made me the choker. Choker. The truth in the industry made me the choker. Choker. On the ones and twos. Choker. What y'all want to do? I'm here now. Eat a wall, stand up. Shout out to the bomb squad. This go out to all the PJs around the world. Either war.
Nah, way back.
Sound
back.
Niggas and guns. Yeah. Let's go. Choke, no joke. For all the projects in the world. You ever been to a project barbecue? Yes, I have. Played the half. Extra hours for more cash. You go half on that coke and yak. Get to the block cause it get packed. Little babies, adults or crack. We feed them too, we don't pump like that. Plus it's like us, giving back. And they sales is the reason why we got so many packs of chicken. The hood not missing. Muslim said don't put pork on chicken. They got on Al about that, they thought he didn't listen. He wasn't been touched from them government missions. But they forget that when they bite that chicken, this is when the players get knocked, cause it's hot out. The sexy show out, glowing with the back glass on the mouth. She see you with the next chick, then she them out. Hustlers them out, just for nothing. Bustin' for attention, just dumbin'. Cause we know y'all ain't bustin' nothing. You ever been to a project barbecue? Kids, sprinklers, deep thinkers, playing chess, our heads on your left, blowing gas. My Puerto Ricans playing handball, Miguel and Heck on the court. Niggas wanna be like Mike. Life's a box of chocolates, you're riding the pipe, playing the bench. Kids on the fence, watch your po-po, chase Prince. Don't dismiss your brethren for dumb shit. Keep it gangster, don't shit where you live. 12-1 right.
Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button before you go, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel before you go. Don't do me like that, all right? Not do me like that. Hit that subscribe before you go. Choke, no joke. You already know. Hit the subscribe before you go. Hit the subscribe before you go. That's all I ask, man. I don't ask much. All right? One love. All right?
Yeah. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. Eat a wall. Rest in peace, Fuego.
Don't ask me why.
We here now. Choke, no joke. Grego. Rest in peace. You know what it is. Say I neglect her. I love my child. You make me go wild with your parenting style. Only for her, I wear this smile. Cause inside, it's really a grin. If I was a drink, I'd be drunk off gin. I'm not a quitter, I fight to the end. You not gonna dictate who life I'm in. Just mad cause I went from boys to men. Like Wanya and Brandy, the road end. I say it in French, we are thin. I do not like you, you're not my friend. You make me cringe, get under my skin like veins, blood, bagging a cane. Don't know too many dudes that go through these things. Deal with your bullshit and still stay sane. Brains with a blue early in the game. Yeah, deadbeat, I'll make you dead me. You wanna see me locked up like me, so I kick back and let the preacher preach. Wisdom of his word, get me through each day. Emancipation on the way. I'ma celebrate from September to May. Till the casket close, we go our way. I just pray she love me one day. Happy Father's Day, I love my child. 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 The worst type of chick, bottom of the pile. Tell him it's his and know that it's mine. Mine's is his. Then run for years. What the fuck was you thinking? All those years. What if she needed a donor and needed me there? The family even questioned her hair. Cause she came from your womb. Do you think that is fair? I remember the day I called you out of nowhere. You heard my voice, all you heard was air. I bet you were hella scared. You said forget her, you better without her. Her's my daughter, this is an order. Try running again and you'll be crawling. Cause I'm coming through like Mike Duggan falling down. This time not fucking around. I wanna see it now and I don't care how. You do it, I do it, move quickly. All the years that you ditched me, and right now you gonna hitch me to your back. Take me where she's at, and don't worry, there won't be no clapping. These are the years of me rapping, producing, directing. For you it'd be hectic. I love my child and I don't regret it. Happy Father's Day, I love my child. 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 Take me to court, bitch, that shit don't hurt me. I've been to court for worse, still survive, see? I know it's not about the money. You filed to hurt me, I'm not a deadbeat. When it's all good, you know it's all sweet. When it's all hood, you gotta bear with me. Your girlfriends say take me to court. How you don't ask and then go to court? You know when you ask, things get brought or paid. Emancipation on the way, we'll hang out any given day. Your relationship will fade away. We will get close, you will fade away. Like the baby mama that ran state to state and had to run for about 8 years. Some say how she lived might satisfy the father but ruin the kid. Trust me, I speak it cause I live. And another song that info give. That's info for who follow the kid. You went half on the baby, chick you played me. Kidnapped my babies and made them hate me. Y'all ladies don't know, y'all drive us crazy. Fellas, if you out there, your mission, baby. I love my child. Choke no joke. This go out to all the fathers out there that miss their babies. They took our babies from us over money, child support. Now they don't even know us. This go out to you.
Choke no joke. Yeah. It's choke no joke. Choke no joke. Chicken choke no joke.